Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and the guy behind the camera, my faithful Indian companion and fellow guinea pig, John Toe. And we're coming to you with part number 2 of our expired canned goods taste test. Now what this is I have taken out of my own personal food storage the oldest cans of grocery store commercial canned food that I had in there. All of these cans are at least 10 to 11 years past the expiration date marked on the can. The one that we're going to do today is this one. This is the Lux black-eyed peas seasoned with pork. And I'm picking this one because this is the only one of the ones I've got that has the pop-top type of lid. And ordinarily, the pop-top lids, I don't recommend storing them for more than about 3 to 5 years because they're not obviously as tightly and sealed as the normal type of solid lids. But this one, the expiration on this one was November of 2012. So it's almost 10 years past its expiration date. When I actually bought it, how long I've actually had it, I couldn't tell you. But so what we're going to do, I don't normally recommend keeping the pop tops longer than 3 to 5 years. But so this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. So, John, you go ahead and reframe and come on over here. So,
all right.
You can be a guinea pig too.
I'm afraid so.
All right, well, nothing came spurting out, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
All right, put that there. Smells like black-eyed peas, and it looks fine. The juice on top, at least. So, I better get a spoon for this.
It does smell good.
Yeah, it smells perfectly fine.
It does.
You know, like
We're
we bought it yesterday. Let me grab a spoon. Okay. Oh. Get some of the juice out. Okay, John,
Let's give that
yours.
a try.
And I guess I should have waited for you to come over here so where you could take a close-up of this, but hopefully they'll be able to see that.
I can bring it to them.
Yeah, do that. That'd be a good idea.
All right, take a look at that. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks like
And it smells good, too.
just regular black-eyed peas in a can that you bought yesterday. So, all right.
The smell is there.
Yeah.
Tenderness.
Let's give it. Might as well give it a taste. If with my shaky hands I can keep any of them on the fork, I should have got spoons. Well, texture and taste, just like plain
They taste about right.
black-eyed peas out of a can.
Yeah. I was looking for some off flavor or smell, and I don't see either or smell
Let me
either.
see about the juice here. Well, I can't taste a thing in the world wrong with them other than they don't have a whole lot of pork seasoning in them that I can taste. They just, I mean, you'd certainly want to season these and heat them up to
Definitely
eat them. But I'm not finding anything wrong with these black-eyed peas. These are 10 years past their expiration date in a pop-top can. So,
Yeah.
now, like I said, that I normally recommend no more than 3 to 5 years at the most for these, but you know, nothing is absolute with this kind of thing. This one could have just gotten a better seal at the factory than the other cans did. Who knows?
Yeah.
They were stored in ideal conditions for storing this stuff because they were inside the house at room temperature in one of my lower cabinets there in the kitchen, so they weren't exposed to light and weren't exposed to sudden temperature changes. So if you're going to store commercial canned goods from the grocery store, that's the way I recommend to store them. Store them in your house.
Yep.
Store them in a dark area. That's not that the light's going to penetrate here, but it's just a general rule of thumb. Yeah, I can find nothing at all wrong with these black-eyed peas, except they don't want to stay on my fork. But then when you have earthquake hands, and you know, that's the problem with anything.
That's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I am pleasantly surprised. But I have tried to tell people before when talking to them about this, your commercially canned goods will last longer than you think they will, and longer than most people will tell you they will.
Yeah.
And my best advice is whatever the expiration date that they mark on the can, ignore it. Okay? It's an arbitrary made up date.
Yeah.
The government tells them you have to put an expiration date on it. Doesn't tell them it has to be accurate. So they just pick a date and stamp it on there. So there you go. Well, that was part 2 of this taste test of expired
Canned goods.
commercial canned goods. We'll be doing part 3 as soon as we can get around to it in between our other reviews. So stay tuned. It could get interesting, especially when we get to the high acid tomatoes. Okay. So this is Spec Ops 56, and you know that guy saying so long.